Hey all, my name is Paul Borosky and I am the owner of Quality Business Plan, and what I'd like to do today is introduce y'all on how to use my roofing contractor business plan template. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hit a couple of highlights, and once we're done with them highlights, we're going to dive into going through how to use a roofing contractor business plan template. All right, first and foremost, the purpose of the video is to help you all be able to use my roofing contractor business plan template and financial projection model. Now, please keep in mind that the objective here is for y'all to have a usable business plan in less than 30 minutes. So the way it's structured, the template and the financial model is so y'all can just get it, download it, make some brief changes, and boom, now you've got a usable business plan that, within 30 minutes. Also, what you can do is you can use this as a foundation for a more in-depth plan. Obviously, a more in-depth plan is going to take you a lot longer, but now you've got a foundation, you got a structure from which to use. The template that I've given you, if you modify it in less than 30 minutes, it's great for landlords, small businesses, and to share with friends and family about your thoughts and ideas about your roofing contractor company. Next is going to be included in the purchase. So if you go to my website, and I'll give you all that information in just a little bit on how to purchase the roofing contractor business plan template. But if you purchase it, you're going to get a customizable Word document. Also, you're going to get a very basic financial model that if you change some information on one page, it's going to update your financials for the next 12-month profit and loss projections, and also for your annual 5-year projections as well. And then finally, this handy dandy little video that I'm doing right now is a great tool for y'all to reference when using the roofing contractor template. All right, so let's go ahead and get the party started. Once you purchase the roofing company contractor business plan template, that's a mouthful, but once you purchase it, you're going to download a Word document and also an Excel file. In this Word document, you're going to get the information that you see right here. It's a roofing company business plan. So on this first page, you can go ahead and put your name of your company or whatever information you want to put here. Also underneath, you can go ahead and put a logo as well. The second page is going to be your table of contents. Once you change the information, add some depth to it, to update this table of contents, you're just going to click on the table of contents, click on Update Table, and then you're going to click right here, the second one, Update Entire Table, click OK, and bam, all of the your table of contents is now updated. Next is going to be your executive summary. So the executive summary section for the template, all you're going to do is you're going to, at a minimum, you're going to change where this information is turned yellow. You're going to update that information with your information to get rid of the yellow. You're just going to highlight the yellow, go up here in your Word document, and you're going to click on down to no color, and now that information is, now all the highlights are gone, and your information will be here. So you're going to put your name of your company here, whatever kind of company, whether it be a limited liability, a partnership, or a sole proprietor, and then the city and state for which you're going to be located. Business owner is going to go here. Roofing company name, roofing company, a roofing company will install whatever your services are going to be. Are you going to install and repair shingle, tile, and aluminum roofing systems? Are you just going to install, or are you just going to repair? Whatever it is, make sure to update that information there. Next is going to be hours of operation, whether it be 8 to 5, 9 to 6, 7 to 3, whatever it is. Again, update that information there. Target market, that's going to be who's your target market, who's going to be the users of your services mainly. For this particular template, I've put homeowners within a 10 square mile radius. For simplicity's sake, you can go into more depth. You can change the square miles from 10 to 20. You can put cities in here. You can put states. It's completely up to you, whatever is going to float your boat. Next is going to be your financial highlights. In the financial model that's included in this template, I just went off of a typical roofing contractor company that I would envision what their revenues are going to be, their costs are going to be, and their estimated profits for the next 12 months and 5 years. I do give you a financial model. It is very basic, but I'm going to show you in just a little bit how to use that to update your information to better customize it to meet your needs. And then finally, the funding request. Every business that's ever been started, that'll ever be started, it takes money to do it. Whether it's $10 for a paper and pencil to do some tutoring, or whether it's $1 billion to start a car manufacturing plant, it takes money. For the roofing contractor, what I've stated right here is $150,000. You can change this number. And then the other information in the funding request is going to be, if you take on debt, how long of a term for the debt? Is it 15 to 25 years that you're looking to take out the loan for? Or is it going to be 5 to 10 years? Whatever it is, change it right here. Next is going to be the interest rate. What interest rate do you expect? I'll put a range right here. It's really hard to hit a moving target, and interest rates are always changing. So put some kind of a range, whether it be from 3 to 5%, 5 to 8%, 10 to 12%, whatever you think is going to be, put it right there. All right, so now that we're done with the executive summary, we're going to mosey on into the company description. It's going to provide a little bit more details about your organization. Again, same information right here for the company summary, your name, whether it's a limited liability, and so on. So this is very similar to the executive summary. Next section is going to be your competitive advantages. Read through this. If you like it, fantastic, keep it. If not, go ahead and update it with whatever information that you see fit. Then roofing services, this is something you probably definitely want to update. I've got some typical roofing services here, roofing sales and installation, roofing repairs. I've got shingle, tile, and aluminum. Feel free to change that information. And if you offer additional roofing services, you can go ahead and put that information right here. If you don't, just delete that, hit enter, go backspace, and now you've got that updated. Bring it back to where we were. All right. Primary target market. Again, same information that we had in the executive summary. Update that information accordingly. And then pricing strategy. I've got just a basic pricing strategy in here for you. If you like it, keep it. If not, update it. Hours of operation again. And then your location. This is your actual physical location. Most roofing contractors are not going to be working out of their house or their basement. They're going to need an independent site. So whatever that independent site is going to look like. This is going to be 1,000 square feet with a huge outdoor yard for storage. Whatever that's going to be, update that information here. For the most part, in general, I say the building is going to be about 1,000 square feet. Approximately half of it's going to be for sales and management, and the other half is going to be devoted to storage. But feel free to update that information accordingly as you see fit. Some business objectives and timelines. This is just very basic and broad that pertains to most roofing contractors. I didn't get into too much details because I didn't want to limit the scope of the template. So again, feel free to add some objectives to this timeline that I've started for you. Next is going to be your industry analysis. I have already updated this information with current industry analysis in the roofing industry for the U.S. So feel free to use this information. I took this information from IBIS World. I summarized it and I put it into this nice little handy dandy industry analysis that you can use. If you see fit, you can add some competitor analysis to it, or you can go broader or deeper into the industry analysis. But regardless, this is up-to-date information that you can use. Please feel free. SWOT analysis, again, some real general thoughts and ideas about some strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats typical for a roofing contractor. In order to update this little graph right here, you're going to click on it. You're going to go right here to this little arrow to the left, click on that, and then you can just change some of the wording right here. You got your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities. Scroll down a little bit, you've got your threats, and then you can just change this, for example, to community involvement. You can change that. Appeal to a wide array of clientele. You can go ahead and update that as well. Once you're done, you hit this X right here, and you're out of that information. All right, now we are at the organizational structure. This is, again, a basic organizational structure for a roofing contractor. You've got your legal structure, and it could be a limited liability, partnership, or corporation, sole proprietor, up to you. Just update that information there and get rid of the highlights. And then job responsibilities. Typically, a roofing contractor is going to have a CEO, a manager, roofing technicians, and then some salespeople. I've put some, just some typical actions or things that these individuals do. So again, feel free to update this information as you see fit. Add, subtract, or multiply, whether it's the job responsibilities. If you're not going to have a manager, take it out. Or if you're going to have a manager, keep it in, and you can go ahead and change the job responsibilities right here. Next is going to be your organizational chart. Again, it's very typical for a roofing contractor, CEO, general manager, sales, and roofing technician. If you would like to change any of these, again, click on the chart, arrow to the left, and then you can change this information here. Once you're done, go ahead and click on that X, and it's gone. Marketing. This is just, again, a very traditional, broad overview of how most or a lot of roofing contractors will do their marketing. They're going to have traditional marketing, internet marketing, and some social media marketing. I've given you a foundation. Add to it as you see fit, or leave it alone. Completely up to you. Funding request. This is a great little section. Anytime you are looking to borrow a little bit of money, whether it be from an investor or a loan, just go ahead and state the loan amount that you're looking for right here, your terms that you expect, whether it's a 15 to 25 year term, and then the interest rate right here, whether it's 5 to 8%, 4 to 6%, whatever you anticipate. Update that information right there. Now we're into the financial projections. So again, these financial projections that I've put in here is from my experience and how I envision a roofing contractor to start up and grow. These are the sales that I anticipated, the sales, the cost, the expenses, and the net profits based on my experience and what I envision. The way this is structured is you have a 12-month profit and loss statement. Month 1 through month 3 is on the first page, and then I sum it up in the quarter 1. Then you've got month 4 to month 6 on the second page, summed up to quarter 2. Then we have month 7 to 9, summed up in quarter 3. And then from month 10 to 12, summed up in quarter 4. I take this quarter 4 summary, and I will go ahead and add it to the other quarters, and that's going to give me my first year projections, add some growth rates to it, and voila, we now have a typical roofing contractor projections for the next 5 years. You do have the opportunity to update this information in the Excel model that I have provided. If you open up that Excel model, you're going to see something that looks like this: the information page, profit and loss tab, and the income statement tab. On this first tab right here, any information you change on this tab will roll over to your profit and loss and your income statement. So for example, I have roofing systems right here. These are your daily sales. Actually, these are our weekly sales. I'm going to change that to weekly. So these are the weekly sales, because right here it says operating days per week. I've got 1. If you want it daily, you're going to put 7 right here. Instead of that 1, you'll put 7. But I put this on weekly sales. So the roofing contractor system, I've got 1 sale per week at an average price of $7,500, and the cost for that sale is $1,500. If I'm going to sell 2 roofing systems, I will change this to 2. And then all my information here change, and my other 2 tabs change as well. If my costs are going to be more than $1,500, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that from 20 to 30%, and that updates the cost information as well. So once I put 2 here, it multiplies it and it updates the revenue. I'm going to put this back to 1. The next section is going to be your labor section. In this section right here, I've got the salary of $2,000 for the owner. You can change that to whatever you see fit. And then for managers, I've got 1 manager here at $20 an hour, working 172 hours a week, or 172 hours a month, or 40 hours a week. Once you change this, if you want to change this from 1 manager to $25 an hour, you change that, and the information's updated in all of the information. You want to keep it at 20, keep it at 20. For the salespeople, again, same thing. You can change the number of salespeople. You can change the rate of pay. And then technicians, if it's more or less, change that. Rate of pay is right here. Your startup cost, I've got it broken into equity investment at $25,000. If you're going to invest more equity, you can change that there. Your loan amount is $125,000. Again, feel free to change the loan amount here as well. Initial build out for your remodeling your facility, you can put that information here. And then working capital, how much money do you need set aside once you start operations? You put that information here. Next is going to be your monthly fixed cost. This is going to be your rent, your utilities, your office space, office expenses, insurance, legal, accounting, advertising, and other. This is your catch-all. Once you change any of this information here, it's going to update it here. Don't change the titles, just change the amounts. Finally, if you're going to have a loan, this information right here is pulled down from the loan right here. So don't change that. But the interest rate you can change. If you change the interest rate, the payment's going to be calculated for you. You change your term from a 25-year to a 30-year. Again, the payment is going to be changed for you as well. Now, once you change this information, let's say we change this from 20 to 30 years, your profit and loss statements, all of these statements here will be changed. This is your profit and loss Q1, Q2, Q3, and then over here is going to be your Q4. And here's your income statement. And so if you change that information, because right now we've got net income of $74,000, but if we go to our template, this is saying a net income of $72,000. So we went up at $4,000 in some change. So in order to change this, we're just going to go right over to our template. On the income statement, we're going to highlight the template. We're going to hit Control-C, which is copy. We are then going to go to the roofing document. We're going to highlight the document, the income statement. We're going to get rid of it, Control-V, and now we have a new pro forma income statement updated based on our customized financial model. All right, so hopefully this information was helpful. And if y'all are interested in purchasing this financial model, there's a simple way to do it. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to mosey on over to my website, which is qualitybusinessplan.com/business plan templates. Once you get there, you're going to scroll down to the roofing contractor template and click on that button. Once you click on that, you're going to be taken over to my payment website, which is Quality Business Consultants, and it's going to give you the opportunity to purchase that template. Once you purchase it, you will then get an email, and that email is going to look something like this. Description of your purchase. It's going to say downloads. It's going to show products, download remaining, expires, and then it's going to show the download. It's this link right here that you're going to click on to download the file. Once you download that file, you're going to get a zip file. It's going to look like this. You got a little zipper right here. You double click on the little zipper, and once you do that, you're going to get a regular file. You click on that regular file, and surprise, here is the template that you're going to have. It says Restaurant Business Plan Template, but if you purchase it, it will say Roofing Contractor Business Plan Template. And then this template right here will also be the Excel file you can use to make modifications to your financials, copy and paste and put them into the Word document. All right, so hopefully this information was helpful. If you like the video, it was helpful, give me a thumbs up on YouTube. If you would like to purchase it, just follow the steps provided to both purchasing the document as well as making the modifications. Have a fantastic day. Thank you.